Hello YouTube land. Dodge Skits here, or actually I'm playing Rust, so my name is Dodgy Gardener. You can see here, Dodgy Gardener, as I'm playing with plants technically. Okay, so this is the video telling you how to supercharge your 2x3 farm. So it goes like this. You find the line. This is your 2x3. At this point I would be hand watering, so I wouldn't actually use sprinklers. But if you were to use sprinklers, we would not put it here, because one sprinkler can supply 4 planter boxes. That's great, but when you put one here and one on the other side, they're both working, but the middle 2 planter boxes will get more water than the outer planter boxes, because the middle 2 will be supported by both sprinklers. So the correct place to put sprinklers are here, and you obviously need 2, as I said, because 1 sprinkler per 4 planter boxes. So we have 6, so you need 1.5 sprinklers. No, can't do 1.5, so we'll do 2. Yeah, so at this point you go, how am I going to supercharge your farm? Well, we remove this, and we put this, and we put this. And we place a planter box up there, and now we can put storage. That is fantastic. Storage. Right, and okay, it's pretty tiny farm. We need to move this sprinkler. Remove both of the sprinklers, right? Because a sprinkler up here is not going to get the planter box below the half-fold planter box. So we put it over here. We look for the center, and then I move it down a bit, and then next one there, and yep, still 2 sprinklers, because we have 6 planters. That is great. And we can also put a TC here. Yes, and then we could put another box like so, and then we can get some small boxes, and you put this here, and there. Right, now we have a very efficient micro farm, let's call it. Yeah, instead of having 6 planter boxes on the ground, you raise one up and you have space, and you put things in the space. And yeah, that's very efficient. And then you can add like a airlock here. With your door, and you grab your sleeping bag, and you're good to go. You don't need sprinklers, so just imagine hand watering with your water jug. Put some water outside, and you splash it here, and you splash it on this corner, and you splash it here, until they're all full with water. Right, that's the correct way to do it. If you do want to use sprinklers, I like to build a separate base, which is over here. So this is the pump base design. Placing pumps. Let me show you pump placement on rivers. So you can see the pump is level, and you go to put it down, and it tilts to the side. So that's going to make it really hard to put 4 pumps into a square. So what I like to do is go down to the end of the river, and it's all flat here. So all we want to do is make sure the water's not salt water, because you don't want to pump salt water, you want fresh water. So you find the fresh water, fresh water's out a long way to this case, so it's a perfectly good place to put a pump base here. Yeah, I recommend doing a separate pump base. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you don't want to do a separate pump base, you can do it built in. You can do it built in here if you want to put the pump in here. Can't put it there if you do that, so we have to remove one of these. Put the pump in. Then you remove these, and then you can build the rest of it. Just chuck your airlock back. And then we can start moving like TC out separately as well. So we can put the batteries over here. So yeah, without the sprinklers, you can just use one solar panel. Heaters work in an oval pattern from where the heater's placed, so it gets all these planter boxes. And it also goes up one level, so if you have the same farm up one level, it will also heat those up as well. And we can window in the TC. Yeah, this is your extremely improved 2x3. You can put these storage adapters on. Did I not place that correct? Oh yeah. So box placement, you have to face the rectangle towards yourself. And then you should be able to place all these storage adapters for automation to like pump your produce over to your mixing table base, or your main base, or to another level of this base where your mixing tables are. Wherever you put your mixing tables. So this is a farm design video. So this is greatly improving your 2x3. But to supercharge your 2x3, you now would need to, for 1 second before you do that, this is the best setup for cloning and getting the perfect clones. So use this setup for doing that. Now you'll be able to reach all your berries, all your clones from the side. So you can plant all the planter boxes and do your cloning. Once you have your perfect clones, then you can start upgrading the base. Because with cloning, you need to be able to get to all the seeds individually. Where once you upgrade like this, you can't get to them all individually. This is only for mass production farming. So planter placement on half walls. See how you can place the planter anywhere here? That's incorrect. So you need to stand to the side and get it to spring into position, and then press the rotate button. Make sure it's rotating, that way you know the planter is placed correctly. And place it down. So the corner ones, I've done the correct over here. You need to put the high side in the far left corner. Because if we put the high side, say, towards us, And then we go to plant. Can't see. We know it's there. You know it's there, but you can't see the plant. Over here we can see the plant in every position. And down the lower planters are also all visible. But yeah, this one is incorrect, so we'll remove that. And rotate correctly. And then in place. So there you go, that's your supercharged farm. You would, now that you have 10 planters, we need to add more sprinklers, because 2, that supplies for 8 planters, so you're going to add 2 extra planters, so we want to stick another sprinkler next to those ones, and you got 3. While one pump supplies 4 sprinklers, you can use 4 here if you wish. It does make no difference. Just fill the planters up a bit quicker, which you might want at the start when they're at 0 and you want to start filling them up. You might want to put the extra one there. Yeah, so planting, the other thing you need to know about the raised planters is planting. I will recommend, so just a reminder, to use raised planters like this only after you've done the perfect clones. Don't just plant seeds here like what I'm doing. I'm just planting random seeds, but I'm just showing you how to plant. I'm not recommending planting random seeds that are going to grow at different speeds. Only plant perfect clones in this configuration. So we always start with the furthest 2 plants that we can't reach. So while we can reach them, we can't reach the one behind it. We can't reach the ones at the back. So we want to go around planting all the ones we can't reach. So a thing to note about this corner one, you can't see it, you must stand back a bit. If you stand back too far, you can't place it, it's too far away. You have to stand not too close, not too far. You can see it when it lights up blue. And once you've planted all those, just plant the ones at the front. So the idea is the ones that you can reach at the front are the last ones to grow to the cloning stage or to ripen stage. So you go around, you check them all, that they're all say ripe. These aren't, these say seed at 0%. Definitely don't say ripe. Anyway, when they all say ripe, you check them all, they're all ripe. And then you go and pick them all. You go and select harvest all, or when you want to clone them all, you go clone all. You should be able to see visually all the plants and check that they're ready to clone. Sometimes you might get one at the back that takes a little bit longer for some reason, but just visually check them and make sure all the ones at the front are say ripe or ready to clone. And then therefore the ones at the back should be ready as well. So that's how you use your supercharged 2x3 farm. The best thing about 10 planters is you almost fill your inventory. You fill your inventory up to, you have about 6 slots left after you pick 10 planters. And you will get 7 pure teas. 10 planters, where if you only had 6 planters, so the original basic 2x3, 6 planters, you can only make 4 pure teas. Or if 10, you make literally the exact amount of berries to make 7 pure teas. Yes, so that is how you supercharge your 2x3 farm. If you go in here, grab some power. So you only need one battery as well for these, for this farm. And there you go. One solar panel, one battery, hand water, or 2 solar panels, 2 batteries, so that the other battery can power the pump. And yes, so I recommend with pumps, what you actually do, you just chuck a switch up here. And just go through your fluid switch. Because then what happens is, once you fill all your planters and start using fertilizer, so they're full of water, and you've got your fertilizer in there, and you've got your heater going. Turn the water off, and the first crop will grow in, I forget, 1 hour 10 minutes. If you leave the water going, don't use fertilizer. So what some people do, your crop will grow in 1 hour 23 minutes. So you're saving 13 minutes by using a fluid switch. You turn it off, and then, yeah, great. Save yourself 13 minutes of time. Whether it's worth it to you, you have to build another base with horses. I think it's worthwhile. And then after your first crop of 1 hour and 10 minutes, the next crop, still leaving the water off, will grow in 1 hour 3 minutes. And then you could turn the water back on, because then it will start needing water after the second crop. And then you have about 2 or 3 crops of 1 hour 3 minutes. So as opposed to crops of 1 hour and 23 minutes, 1 hour 3 minutes sounds pretty efficient. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Alright, tell you how to improve this design even more. Thanks for watching.